And this is a little strange story written by a very strange poet. But on the other hand, I'm quite pleased with this vision, because usually my visions have nobody else to see them. But this time I was with my brother John, and we were visiting Laugharne, which I had previously had a dream about from Dylan, in a dream telling me to go to Laugharne. And I felt that he wanted to give me a message. What? I don't know. Anyway, we were visiting Laugharne. We'd just come down from his house, which of course the house on stilts is up here. And this is the view that Dylan had. This is the River Taff, all muddy because the tide has gone out. And as you see, I've used, if you like, the technique of Roscoe to describe a little bit. But I'm mixing a little the figurative with the abstract here in this effort to give this luminous light that we saw. My brother said to me, Panmelys, look over at Sir John's Hill, because I was busy looking at my feet because we were walking down very stony, rocky, dangerous descent. We took the dangerous side to come down, not along the road paved. Right, so there I look across, I said, oh my God, it's incredible, you know. And afterwards, of course, we weren't alone. I was with my brother, but there were other people looking at this. So my brother says it was Ken, a brother-in-law. We had just buried that week, and he thought it was a message from my brother-in-law too. And I said, well, it was this message that Dylan was giving to me. But then I started to think about this greenish light that just appeared from nowhere. Now, this is a forest, and normally if a light would show that it would come between the trees. No, it was just an absolute light, as if it had just fallen plonk in the middle of the trees. This is the forest, and it was just there. And I thought that this then must be what I call the greater spirit, which normally we call God, but I call it the greater spirit, which is the Red Indian name for something higher than ourselves, this otherness of the soul, because it represented so many things for so many people. It wasn't only Ken or Dylan Thomas himself telling me, because I was writing, I'm busy writing at the moment, a big work on Dylan Thomas, and I wasn't quite sure of my rhetoric, whether it was what he would like me to write. So I feel it was Dylan Thomas, and all the other people, well, must. But in the end, it's the greater spirit showing us something of the world we live in today. And I hope I've represented the peacefulness one finds in this incredible village, Laugharne. This is one of the biggest rivers. The River Taff is one of 3 rivers. You have the River Gwendraith, you have the River Towie, and the River Taff, all meeting here. So you have 3 rivers, which is quite prophetic, the number 3 again, meeting here. And I'm sure Dylan was not, he knew about this idea of the 3 and the 7. He was very mathematical, like all poets are, So, well, that's the story. I mean, for as it was. And I do get many visions. It's not my first luminous vision, but it was the first I was accompanied by my brother and other people. So I feel perhaps these visions are getting more and more intense and more present as a universal meaning, a message of the other spirit being alive and well today, as it's always been from the beginning of time. It's no big deal, but very important for the people who see these things. And I pass it on because I just feel that today we need more and more to believe in the greater spirit.